Hi, I'm Doug from Pivigo, and we are entering week 3 of the S2DS August program. I'm here again with Antoine. Antoine, how's it going?
Hey, Doug, I'm great. How are you?
Yes, yeah, I'm really well, thanks. Really looking forward to hearing how things have gone for you this last week, and it'd be great to kind of kick off and hear how or what roles you're playing within the project and your project team.
That's a good question. I feel like in our team, we're a bit like a hydra, with plenty of heads and everybody doing, one thing that they think is important. So we don't have yet, we do have some people who are more knowledgeable in some aspects. For instance, we do have one person that is writing maybe 90% of the code relating to file processing, how to, the codes that downloads file, then processes the CSVs and stuff, who also introduced some ideas to our client in terms of how to deliver the data to us.
Oh,
So yeah, other team mates are more knowledgeable in Git, for instance. So yeah, as for me, I became kind of the neural network guy. So I'm the only one in the team to work on neural networks. Uh, so yeah, some people sometimes come with some questions. So yeah, I guess we each own have our own specialization, but overall we're all moving toward together toward the same goal.
that's really interesting. However, I guess that's naturally evolved, right? How everyone's
Yes,
kind of gone to
exactly.
their specialism, and there's been, I guess, no conflict with that. That's really nice. Um, have you learned kind of a lot from the other team members? And if so, kind of what are the most important lessons you think you've learned?
We're learning small things from each other's, but these things are small, but they are important. For instance, I had one of my teammates telling me about, I forgot how you call it, vectorized operations or vectorizations, which allow you to do some operations on your data set that are 10 times or sometimes 100 times, I believe, faster than a simple, say, looping through a given operation.
Yeah,
So these are the kind of small things that are crucial to know and that you learn, and that after that you're feeling like your work is progressing much faster. So this is the kind of lessons that we get from each other.
yeah, that's brilliant. And I guess that's one of the things that comes with experience. Not having to hash together a load of for loops to kind of get the outcome, but having an approach that's standardized and really effective for it. Yeah,
It
great.
is, no, definitely, yeah.
And how's the interaction with the client going? Do you guys catch up with them very regularly? And how's the relationship there?
Sure. So we're talking with the client every day. So it's I don't know how other teams are what frequency other teams are going by, but our client suggested every day. Sometimes we have very short meetings. Sometimes they are more like 30 minutes long. And the relation is great, especially because our clients, so the two contacts that we have with our sponsor, one of them is more managerial, while the other is more technical. And we consult with the managerial contact once a week, while we have daily meetings with the technical contact. And so it really helps that that person knows exactly what we're talking about. We don't need to simplify to tone down our explanations.
Yeah,
So yeah, he's been working on our project for a few months, I believe, if not maybe a year. So he's already in the loop. He knows what it is about. Yeah, and the discussion is just great. Everything just goes very straightforwardly. We have sometimes some requests, like for instance, can we have a bit more data? Because the data we use is synthetic. It's produced by simulation, so we can just produce an infinite amount of data. So yes, there was this question of how much data should he give us. So yeah, he responds very quickly to this kind of requests. Uh, we had a few misunderstandings that we were able to clear out. So yeah, overall, it's a very good partnership, very good communication.
It must be so useful to have someone that's been working on the project for 6 months to a year previous. It's got all the knowledge and context. So kind of their feedback you can rely on, and they must know what you guys are doing and the approach you're taking. Well, that must be quite nice and reassuring for the team, I bet.
Yeah, for sure. Especially also in terms of the goal setting, because we came to this kind of question: is the goal we, as a client, set for ourselves achievable?
Mm.
And it's still a question. It's still an open question. We're not sure if we can reach that goal, but I feel like the estimate of that goal is much more accurate coming from somebody who's been already working, as opposed if it
Yes.
was somebody who has no idea what is possible, just says, I want the moon,
Yeah.
and we have to say, okay, maybe we can give you that over there first.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. What's the approach you're taking to the project in terms of on a larger scale? Is it a certain segment of the larger project that the sponsors is working on that you guys are owning?
So for our approach, we do, like I started saying that we are like a hydra. I feel like it's also a bit our approach. We are, I would dare say, we are not maybe as structured as we should be, meaning we started dealing with pre-processing of the data, and now we are investigating some ways to, some of us are investigating some models to get to the final results. Others are still are investigating other ways to better pre-process the data. Sometimes some of us that are going through model investigations get back to the pre-processing. So yeah, it's a bit like a firework of ideas, and we try to catch and put into practice any idea that seems like the brightest one.
Brilliant. And I guess in a small team, something like that actually is a really good way of working. As a team gets larger, it's harder to do that. But if you've got a small
True.
team of really intelligent people, it's probably a really
True.
effective way
Yeah.
of working.
Yeah.
You,
Although I think that what this requires, and I'm the first one, how do you say, the first person at fault here, is it's easy to keep trying new things and not take notes, not write reports, about what you're finding.
yeah,
So I found myself a couple of times uh, trying 100 ideas and then thinking, okay, I tried this yesterday and I forgot what was the result. And so having to try again. So keeping track of what you try and, copy pasting the graphs in a doc word, I think it's important in this method of working.
yeah, 100%, 100%. And you mentioned kind of about the end result of the project, and is it achievable within the time frame? What do you think? Are you guys kind of on track at the moment, or are you a little bit behind, or is it you're not still quite sure?
Well, we don't know. We don't know because, like I said, even our technical contact is not sure that the result is achievable.
Sure.
I don't think we know, for instance, also if the pre-processing we do is somehow, we think it's going to make the problem better. But in any form of pre-processing, you're going to lose for some steps, some amount of data, some amount of information. We don't know if this information makes our goal unachievable. That's another thing. So yes, I think we get a better idea on the project, whether we're getting closer or not to the goal is yet to be seen. I think that we're definitely doing work. Well,
That's reassuring. Yeah.
yes, that's reassuring. Yes, that's what I was going to say. But no, so we're doing work, and there's going to be things to present.
Yeah.
Whether those things, things to report about to our clients. So whether we will be able to achieve the goal, I cannot tell you all now. But if anything, there's going to be information, there's going to be progress that the clients will be able to work with in the future steps of this project.
Interesting. So there'll definitely be insights and kind of new information gleaned from it that's going to give them value, business value, whether it specifically fits into the box in the context of the initial definition is well, you'll have to tune in next week to get an update. Brilliant. No,
hopefully touching wood, and yeah,
that's great to hear. Well, I'll let you get back to it. I know you're super busy, Antoine, so thanks very much for taking the time, and look forward to next week and hearing how everything's going still.
Sure, Doug. It was a pleasure. I'll see you next week.
Thanks. Bye-bye.